and welcome once again. My name is Francine Ouasse, and I'm pleased to be your MC for tonight's world premiere of Generation 25. To mark the 25th commemoration of the genocide against the Tutsi, Mashirika has prepared a youth-led play on life of the generation of Rwandan born after the genocide against the Tutsi. Generation 25 is inspired by the true events and describes the role of different generations in building a new and unified legacy for Rwanda and brings together a Rwandan cast with artists from Argentina and the United Kingdom. Their collective talent aims to empower young people to use their skills to promote humanity and peace building in Rwanda and around the world. Before we begin, I would like to ask you to stand as we observe a moment of silence to remember the victims of the genocide against the Tutsi. Thank you. Today's agenda is as follows. We're going to have the remarks by Hope Azeda, the artist director of Generation 25. And later we're going to have the remarks by our guest of honor, Edouard Bamoriki, the chairman of National Itorero Commission. And finally, we're going to have the G25 performance. And later, we're going to have the panel discussion as well as the Q&A session. The premiere will be concluded by a panel, as I just said, on the role of the youth in their journey to build a peaceful and prosperous nation. We would like to thank our sponsors and partners for supporting the powerful project. And among our sponsors and partners, we have Ministry of the Youth, British Council, National Youth Council, Aegis Trust, and the Kigali Genocide Memorial. We now welcome the artist director of Generation 25, Hope Azeda, to deliver the introductory remarks. Thank you.
Thank you so much. First of all, I want to thank each one of you for coming here tonight. We did not anticipate this at all. When we were planning this performance, we thought maybe 200 people, 300 people. But this is indeed shows that there is heart for the arts to do with memory. Honorable Chairman of National Interim Commission, heads and representatives of our partners, young generation, present, distinguished guests. It's my honor to welcome you to this premiere of Generation 25. In the last 17 years of Mashirika, we've used art as a tool for social transformation. We've used art as a path for healing, but as art as a key to open difficult conversations. And working with Generation 25 has not been any different from that. Generation 25 was a great experience for us as a company that has also worked with the generation before. We find that the generation before were experts of the past, but when we encountered and had experiences with Generation 25, which is a generation born after 1994 genocide, or they were even just babies at that point, we found that, again, we're just creating a new platform to start learning about our past. But the difficult question came, is it important to remember? Why should we remember painful memories? But again, an answer came. If you don't remember the painful memories, how will we prevent this generation and generations to come from going through what our past has been? It's been a really great experience. We first auditioned 130 G25s. We call ourselves G25s. And from 30, we selected 50. From 50, we selected 30. Our intention was to end on 12 top artists. But when we got to 20, we got stuck. We found that every character, every human being on board was highly talented. They could sing, they could dance, they could act, they could compose, and it was just hard to make it less than 20. So tonight, the cast you'll see is the cast that have fought their way out. They are goal-getters. Even if you ask them, fall from that tree and fall down, they will go for it. They are very energetic and very, 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 very good to work with. But all this that you're going to see tonight would not have been possible without the support of people who kind of listen to our first dreams, because we're just professional dreamers. We come up with an idea and we don't know what to do with it. Then we start writing around this idea, and then we start pitching, and then from pitching, and some people say, oh, what is this or what is that? But the people just get it right on. And in these people, I want to really take this time and appreciate British Council for always buying every thought we bring to them. So we told them Generation 25 is an open script. It's an open global script. We can have a Generation 25 from Germany, from UK, there's always a Generation 25, and the struggles they go through are not unique to the Generation 25 of Rwanda. So we really want to thank you so much for without you to be so hard to go do all the production work that we had to do. I want also to thank very much my friend, who also is a very good friend of artists, Edward Bamorichi. I want to invite you here so you can just give us opening remarks and bless our space.
Thank you, Hope. When I was doing my film school in Czech Republic, in Prague, I was told that the art is there to move heart in a positive way. Looking back to the society of Rwanda, we had a bad experience of how art was used as a weapon to destroy our society. We are very proud as government, as Itorero, to have Hope and her team, that is promoting the culture of peace using art. I have a message from the Minister of Youth. The minister wanted to be around. She told me that the ministry is there to support you all the time, and Itorero will support you as well. When I was doing my peace school, I was told, no peace without art. So young people, enjoy the performance tonight, but get message of unity and love in this performance. I'm sure you will get more about it. So I'm here to open this performance. And I'm proud to be part of Mashirika because I was in Mashirika since when I was 18. Hope is my mentor. Keep mentoring other young people to become better than me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable. We have a token of appreciation to you, and yes, thank you so much. Just a little T-shirt with a G25 logo.
So you're bringing me back to Mashirika?
Yes, we are just giving you a new costume. So we are now talking G25. Thank you so much, and thank you. We also want to give a token of appreciation to our sponsor who listens to every dream that just pops up in our head. British Council, please. Any representative from British Council? I know you might be far, 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 but you can fly over. Come on. Anyone? You're down. Where are you? Any spotlight on this? Oh, beautiful. Just keep calm. Yes, yes, just find your way. Yes, just come. We will wait. We've been rehearsing for 3 months to present this. We can wait surely for 2 minutes for someone to arrive. Oh, yes. Rwanda is the land of 1,000 hills. So he's crossing. Yeah, we made it. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, let's share this journey together.
Thank you so much, Hope. Thank you so much, Chairman Bamoriki. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time we've been waiting for, and we encourage you to share your experiences here tonight on social media using #25. And please, however, refrain, you're using flash photography and switch your phones to silent mode, please, kindly. So let's welcome the play.
Mais nos parents ont tué.
Our story is our story.
What kind of man?
To forget is to erase.
Voices of hope.
What?
The relationship with life is really strange.
Goodbye. Voices of innocence. I never got to say goodbye. What kind
What
of man
will become
would
of
kill
me?
a baby? To forget is to erase.
Listen, you don't belong to this family.
To forget.
Que genre de gens?
Ils ont tué.
To forget is to
Un
erase.
bébé. What will become of me?
Voices of hope.
I never got to say goodbye. I never got to say goodbye. Never got to say goodbye. What kind of man kill a baby? What kind of man would kill a baby?
The relationship with Mama feels really strange.
I was born out of rain. I never got to say goodbye.
That's really strange.
I never got to say
Don't
Feels really strange.
what would become of me.
The relationship with Mama feels really strange.
What would become of me? I never got to say goodbye.
Consequences always come in life.
I must listen to. I never got to say goodbye.
It's really strange.
What kind of man would kill a baby? What kind of man never got to say
Consequences always come in life. The relationship with Mama feels really strange.
you don't belong to this family. You don't belong to this family.
Comes with pain. Comes with pain.
To this family. Don't belong to this family.
Papa na mama walifariki na ndio mjaba My father can't see anymore, but I will see for him.
Ma mère a été tuée, mais j'ai fait prêt pour elle.
To our mothers
Who became the fabrics of our lives. Your color and texture in us
became the song of peace.
Your lovely memories
Still
lingers
in our
in
minds.
our minds.
Rosa, don't feel much when you cry, I cry. When you smile, I smile. Oh, Rosa, don't feel my child. When you cry, I cry. Everything beautiful that you smile, I smile. Bring a memory of me. When you cry, I cry. Everything beautiful that you see, I smile. Bring a memory of me.
Mama, never got to say goodbye. Sinabashije kugusezeraho. I never wanted sinifuzaga kubaho nagufite to live without you, but I ariko byarabaye. Ubu icyo nabashije gusigarana n'iki gitenge cyuzuye ibisiga by'amaraso yawe. Mama, ubwo ubugingo bwavaga mu mubiri wawe wampaye undi muntu kugira ngo mbeho muri ubwo bugome isi yari yuzuye ubugome. Mama, wabayeho muri ubwo bugome ariko ukomeza kwizera ko nabaho kandi wagumanye ubumuntu ntiwitaye ku wo wampaye.
No, 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 please save my child, save my child. Oh, if
Mama, what were you thinking, Ma? Wizeye Mariya gute kugira ngo antware? When you handed me to Marie. Numvaga abantu benshi bavuga unago ngomba kuba muri uriya muryango. Don't belong to that family. Numvaga bongorerana ngo ndi umwana w'inzoka. Mama, ndi umwana w'inzoka. Ndi umwana w'inzoka, Mama. What had I done wrong? Niki nari nakoze cyatumaga umuryango wa Marie unyanga? Did Marie's family hate me so much? Baranotezaga, bansukagaho amazi ashyushye. Mama, Ma, are Hutus evil? Abahutu ni babi? Ese wari ubizi ko Maria ari umuhutu? Ma, niki wabonye muri Maria? Mama, sinkuziho byinshi.
No one is born evil, my child. No child is born with hate and pain. Looking at Mary, my child, I saw honesty and innocence.
I don't know much about you, Mom. Sinkuziho byinshi. But I'm amazed at the kind of person you must have been. Mama, wari umeze gute? What did you look like? Ese hari ikintu cyawe mfite? Did I have your eyes? Amaso yawe, your fingers, intoki zawe, inseko yawe, Mama, even your smile. Simfite byinshi bikomeza kukunyibutsa. Ariko mfite iki gitenge. This is my memory. Nzakibika nk'urwibutso rwawe. I will hold it. Nzacyambara, I'll wear it. Nzakiruhukiramo. I'll rest in it. Nzaterwa ishema no kwifotozanya nacyo, Mama. It will be you and me. Aya mafoto nzayimanika ku rukuta rw'umutima wawe, aho uterana n'amaraso dusangiye. Mama, nubwo tutari kumwe, ariko mpora numva ndi kumwe nawe. Carry me with you. Mu gihe nzaba nyifite uru rwibutso. For as long as I have this memory, you and I will never be apart. I will live to make you proud, Mama. Ndabikwisheje, Mama. I promise. Ndabikwisheje. I promise you.
Tega amatwi umva ijwi ry'ihumure rizanye ituze rizanye amahoro asobetse umunezero ko nubabara nanjye ndababara niwishima nanjye ndishima ngaho tuwuze umutima wawe turi kumwe. Ihorere mama, ihorere mama, ihorere ihorere mama, ihorere mama, ihorere
ufashe mu marabeza yewe ukarabagirana mu mirasire y'izuba rya kiberinka
How come there's both pain and love in mama's face? Can't help but know she left me with a lot of hate. Threw me away to how I was simply just a cat. But then I know she's still my mama, I won't even stress. She's the only love I've ever known to rest my case. I wrestle with a lot of those, it's all a maze. I don't want to act to pull like I have been possessed. That's why I drift around just to confuse my brain. I represent the lost kids who are innocent. Yeah. I got lost in rap just to free this heavy mind of mine. It takes me from the pit of light that happened to the truth again. Yeah, I'm trying to live a normal life. I'm really tired of playing games. Things don't add up like I wonder where I take the blame. I feel shame because my identity is already stained. The relationship with mama feels so really strained. Sometimes I pray I don't feel better, but it stays the same.
mama ubyara yagerageje kunyisha akoresheje umuti wica imbeba sinzi uko byagenze gusa rema yarahabaye aranziga ubu ndiho ndahagaze kandi
Yeah, I have love, get a girlfriend, I can call my own. I'm trying to live a normal life like anybody born. To my friends and girl I grew up with, I'm still unknown. I feel terrible, to them my story cause I know. Sometimes with streets, others jail because of crimes in need. Consequences always come in life that never peace. Wish I could bury these memories, cause they're taking all my energy.
Mumisi yashize natandukanye n'umukunzi wanjye ubwo yangezagaho icyifuzo yaramara igihe kitari gito cy'uko twubaka umuryango tugakorana ubumwe gusa sinegoye nayo mbyemera cyo nza kubyemera umukunzi wanjye ne kumwanduza agakoko gatera sida natewe na mama yandushwe n'intambwe umwicanyi ubwo yamufataga ku ngufu.
Should we worry about it? Now we're looking forward.
Mfite inzozi zo kuzaba mukerarugendo n'ibyanga kandi nzacuruza inyanya icyo nzi cyo nuko ngomba kubaho kandi ngabaho neza.
So I ask who am I? A child of a killer, the walking dead, the generation of the wicked shadow. Yeah, I am me and I refuse to be defined by that. I'm brand new, I got codes with the ugly past. That's me.
Sauve-toi! Cours! Sauve-moi! Va-t'en-là! Non, attends. Cours! Je cours! Cours! Je cours! Je cours! Quand j'étais petit, je pensais que mon père était mort. Parce qu'il n'était jamais à la maison. Ni maman, ni personne ne savait où il était. Bon, alors je me suis dit, peut-être qu'il est mort. C'est plus facile comme ça. Mais plus tard, j'ai appris que mon père n'était pas mort, mais qu'il courait. Oui, lui aussi court. Il est en fuite. Mon père est en fuite parce qu'il a commis des crimes. Mon père est en fuite parce qu'il a tué des innocents. Et à partir de ce moment, je suis à conflit d'identité. Je me demande, mais qui suis-je? qu'est-ce que je deviens? Et en pleine commémoration, que dois-je faire? Pleurer? Me cacher? Rejoindre les autres? Ou juste rester à la maison? Avant, je me croyais victime parce que ma mère et mes tantes sont des rescapés. Mais maintenant, c'est tout le contraire. Et je ne comprends plus rien. Je me rappelle un jour à l'école, dans une cérémonie de commémoration, des enfants étaient traumatisés. Et comme j'étais grand, alors je courus. Oui, je courus. Courus pour les aider. Mais dans ma tête, je me demandais, est-ce que je les aide vraiment? Est-ce que je les aide vraiment? Vu que mon père a participé à ces tueries, est-ce que je les aide vraiment? Vu que mon père a aussi mené à ces tragédies. Mais à quoi pensait-il? Mais et à quoi pense-t-il? Le deux me trouble que peut-être il s'en fout. Et que mon père est un monstre. Mon père et tous ses semblables sont vraiment des monstres. Donc, je suis né des monstres. Ceci est un héritage indésirable. Personne n'a choisi d'être né ou tout. On ne l'a pas choisi. On ne l'a pas voulu. Mais c'est forcé sur nous. La vie et la société nous collent ces titres. On n'est pas comme eux. Mais leur sang coule dans nos veines. Et leurs crimes pèsent sur nos épaules. Leurs crimes pèsent énormément sur nos épaules. Vous vous demandez sûrement où sont passés les autres enfants, nés ou tout. Qu'est-ce qu'ils deviennent? Quelle est leur histoire? Parce que vous, dans votre histoire, vous dites, nous les victimes et eux les tueurs. Alors, que deviennent leurs enfants? Qu'est-ce qu'ils deviennent? Mais après tout, qui s'en soucie? Qui se soucie de nous? Nos parents ont tué. Oui. Et on a appris de cette histoire. Mais, après tout, qui s'en soucie de nous? Qui se soucie de notre histoire? Qui s'en soucie? Qui se soucie de nous?
Home is where a million questions will never be answered. It is where I crawl to safety in search of a kind heart, a generous soul. It is where humanity began. Home harbors losses, gains, pain, joy, heartache, but ultimately triumph. Look at us now. Perfection, perhaps not, but strength, resilience, perseverance, and determination. That is home. Home is home. Come rain, come sunshine. This is home.
my mother's hand. Her face, so soft and wondrous fair, the purest eyes, and the strongest hand. I love the ground on where she stands. I love the ground on where she stands. Oh, I love my mother and where she went. And I hope that in time we'll meet again, when she and I will be as one, when she and I will be as one.
Once upon a time, home is where I buried my smile, where my heart crumbled and scattered into pieces. A trail of memory, breadcrumbs from the past. Home is a symphony, a cacophony of stories and melodic colors. It is where I swallowed my voice, where I muted my dreams. My mother was my home. She who sacrificed her life so I could live. Love long enough to see the sun shine. Love long enough to see the moon. Home is home. Come rain, come sunshine. Home will always be home, no matter what.
Black is the color of my baby's hair. His face so soft and wondrous fair. The purest eyes and the tender hands. I love the ground on where he stands. Black is the color of my baby's hair. His face so soft and wondrous fair. And still I hope that the day will come, then he and I will be as one. Then he and I will be as one. babies. Hey. Since I landed in Kigali, I learned a lot of things about this country, but I also read in the news this week that the 129 grandchild has been found in Argentina, my home. During the mid-70s, many mothers gave birth, tortured, in jail, leading to a generation of children searching for their own identity. The grandmothers that had lost their daughters tracked the grandchildren down to bring them back to their real families. Below the village of Rusumo, the Akagera River flows into a steep ravine that forms the natural border between Tanzania and Rwanda. As it swept down from the highlands, it gathers into its waters huge amount of elephant grass and small trees that are then tossed across the Rusumo Falls. In the late spring 1994, it was quite the same with human bodies. I leaned over the bridge and I could see that two human bodies, became lodged in the rocks nearby the gorge. One was that of a man, and the other was a baby, between 6 months old. I could see that he was killed with a machete, a gash across his skull. I step away from the bridge. I didn't ever want to see that again. My journey north to Kigali, I kept thinking, again and again. What kind of man would kill a baby? What kind of man would kill a baby? A man not born to hate, but a man that had learned hatred. A man like you, a man like me. We cook Nelly Nemoa, oh in Atlantic Park, he who he oh why. We cook Nelly Nemoa, oh in Atlantic Park, he who he oh why. Sana chica Atlantic Park, hano chica ye nikan. Sana chica Atlantic Park, hano chica ye nikan.
We were young. So young. So innocent. In those days, flowers were really yellow. And the sky, it was really blue. But then, colors became vague. The renaissance of what it sounded like.
We cook Nelly Nemoa, oh in Atlantic Park, he who he oh why. We cook Nelly Nemoa, go in Atlantic Park, he who he oh why. Hana chica Atlantic Park, sana chica ye nikan. Hana chica Atlantic Park, sana chica ye nikan.
The birds! I lament. I lament. I lament.
Bonds. Le mot toujours n'existe pas sur Terre. L'or perd son éclat. Le quetzal perd ses plumes.
My story is long. Long like the days and nights in agony of not knowing. Long like the past years of yearning. I went to the altar, searched for clues. Scattered were the pieces of our lives. We were young. So young. So innocent. In those days, flowers were really yellow. And the sky, it was really blue. But then, color became vague. A blur. A renaissance of what it sounded like. The birds. I lament. I lament. I lament. Maybe one day, curtains will fall. And someone else will discover these bags of broken bones.
What if the walls we live with were built on illusions? What if the walls you built for others today became your own downfall tomorrow? What if you were the voice of reason that could burst barricades of confusion? What if you were the glorious light that would crumble the walls of darkness What if your own children became victims of the burning walls of hate, the burning walls of prejudice you built?
Et si vous étiez courageux?
What if you were brave? What if you were trapped in the walls of fear built by self? What if these broken parts, this history, the wounded walls became your strength? The wounded walls became your strength.
Et si ces murs, blessés, devenaient votre force?
What if beyond these walls sleeps despair? Yet you lay your life before death to cross the waters. What if beyond these walls lives voices of survival, voices of hope? What if in you sleeps a hero that will conquer your shattered dreams? What if these walls deprived you of all that is good, goodness that is warm on rainy days, leadership that is virtuous?
Did these walls black out the light? The light that you could give your neighbor? What happened to turning the other cheek?
Ces murs ont-ils caché la lumière que vous pourrez donner à votre voisin?
This farce is a fallacy used to turn you against your brothers, against your sisters. The truth you hear isn't the truth.
Is it a partial truth?
Is it an alternative truth?
We've only heard one side of the story.
A West Side story.
But what's your story?
What's our story?
Quelle est notre histoire?
Our story is our story. Our story is our truth.
But what if? What if?
Et si?
What if the walls we built are a force of a false world that encases us as it destroys our humanity? As it destroys our humanity.
What if?
What if? What if?
Et si?
What if?
What if?
What if?
What if? What if?
When the sun sets, echoes of screaming silence whisper with thee, and darkness feels of what will become of me. What will become of me? What will become of me?
mubyeyi mpinga ukurenga, mubyeyi mbyira uko usaza, mubyeyi mu byiza undusha uburambe, mubyeyi mu byago undusha ubunambe, mubyeyi nkunda nkandira hanjye. ndora umboneza imboni w'imboni undenza ingohe, wibona ndumva ngo undenza agatambwe utera agati mu ryinyo, agatabu gatere mu rindi by'abatubyima umutima wawe, by'abatubyima inama zawe. mubyeyi dore abato twishobewe amashyi, twishobewe umudiho, dushoboye kwamagira amahanga tugahindana inzerwe zaho zikadutwara umutima wose. dore iwacu intero ni uruzungu, intego twese ni uruzungu, kwiga neza ni uruzungu, kumenya Imana ni uruzungu, ibyiza byose ni uruzungu. nyamara iyo rwatwuzuye bidusaga turarutsinda tukabishingwe, habe no kwita dukiza ibyacu, habe no kwanga umugayo n'umwe, yewe yewe data umbyara. ndangira ryariba mwashotse, hamwe urukundo rugira indaro, hamwe inda ndende yabuze ivundi, hamwe basangira ibyo batunze, hamwe bahana amahoro bose. ndangira ryariba ry'intwari, rimwe ruganzu yakuze ashoka, ejo akarikuka agacungura rwoga, nyobora winyobagiza. ndangira iryashokagaho gihananye mihana umwe wahanganye na Mutaga, maze agatanga atarazi indinga, abarundi bakambutswa uruzi, ubuyenzi bukaba u Rwanda kugeza n'ubu. nyobora winyobagiza rwose, nyobora none, nyobora dawe, nyobora akabande k'iriba ryiza, rimwe u Rwanda rwa mbere rwashutse rukarikuka, barema inkera abahizi bakambarira itabaro, bugacya rugasaba ibyara Rwanda rugari rubumbye amahugu menshi, ruvi buriza mpaka ibuhunde, bityo Rwanda ruca u Rwanda rwica nzige, bikaba nka Rwanda mubari Rwanda buberuka. nyobora none, nyobora dawe, ese urwo rukundo n'ubumwe bwinshi, nyobora byavubukaga hehe? iryo riba ryabyo ko ndikennye cyane, ko icyaka cyabyo cyinshi nkanka, ko icyanga cyabyo nkifuza mubyeyi umbyara, nyibone hehe? nyobora none, nyobora dawe. mubyeyi nabyirutse ndi umwe, ndukundeba ntagira abandi, kandi nkumva akabande kitwa iwacu, nkumva n'impinga ngo ni iwacu. nyamara muri ayo makugu yacu hasagutse agakecuru k'agacike, niko kacikanye icumu nanjye. maze muri ako gahinda, muri iyo si y'ubukeho, niwo nanyoterewe urukundo. nahonse agahinda k'imbumbe, nkanyunyuza mu moko y'icupa yakuye ya mama, we unatswe nkivuka. nyobora dawe, nyobora none. mu kinyarwanda gike nabwiwe ko inkono y'itabi yitwa intubya, mbyirutse nsanga ntacyo ntunze, ntinarinyweye ntacyo nishe, nyo nshaka ibishirira ndakongeza. nanyweye amoko amagana menshi, za mugo zose ndazihetura, nyamara sinigeze nshira inyota, iyo niyo nshaka kumara uyu munsi. undangira isoko izirusha ubwera, undangira isoko icyaha icyaka. aha ndabara cya cyaka cyateye gitera gutuka umwami, cya cyaka cyateye Kayibanda kubara amoko, cya cyaka cyateye Theoneste gutegura imperuka. icyo cyaka ni cyinshi, nyobora isoko y'iriba riboga urubogobogo, nsome ncurure nsubire nitse niruhutse, nshira icyo cyaka. nyobora none, nyobora dawe. nyobora isoko y'inkotanyi cyane, nyobora isoko yakutseho Rukara, nyobora iy'urwa igikundiro, nyobora isoko ya Rwagasana, nyobora isoko ya Felicita, nyobora isoko, nyobora isoko. Agatana Rwigema ndabatsinze, agatima k'ubutwari kavubuka hehe inyange, abana bakavomye he? nyobora none, nyobora dawe. ndangira isoko ifutse kuzirusha zose, ndangira inyegereza gakondo, ndangira inyubakamo ubunyarwanda, nyobora impumuriza mu mage, nyobora inyibutsa gakondo, nyobora inyibutsa amateka, nyobora inyibutsa amateka nyamenye yose, abeho igihango, aho natewe mpamenye ndinde, aho nashenge mpamenye nkinge, naho nateshutse nsabe ibambe, aho naberewe mbikabye, mbikimbagira amahanga biyavune, maze abazaza ejo babitoraho gutoraguriza ishyanga, kandi Rwanda tugira byinshi. nyobora none, nyobora dawe. nyobora isoko y'imara inyota, imwe ituma nkunda igihugu cyanjye, nyobora isoko y'imara inyota, imwe ituma nkunda umuco w'iwacu, nyobora isoko y'imara inyota, ituma niyunga n'umugenzi, nyobora isoko y'imara inyota, ituma nanga ingeso mbi zanjye, nyobora isoko y'imara inyota, nyobora none, nyobora dawe. nyobora isoko y'imara inyota, ituma nibuka niyubaka, aho kwibuka niyahura, nyobora isoko y'imara inyota, nyobora none, nyobora dawe.
tugamije ubumwe bwo kururenga, garuye urukundo
asa neza ingabe yakunze cyane w'ingabo zirukesha kavugira inganje ku Rwanda rutsinze amacakubiri niyari umushinzi kamugororera muheto udasubiye ukidatinya rugaruye rutemba shenge muhoza watuzaniye kudatana ngo twubake urwacu buziraherezo niyaduhanze tuyihakurize tugamije ubumwe bwo kururenga ngaruye urukundo ruzira uburyarya na gato dufatanije twese n'Imana y'u Rwanda niyo yaduhaye kutaruzimiza yahaye urubyiruko kuruharanira tudasubiye kuvuna ukidatinya rugaruye rutemba shenge muhoza watuzaniye kudatana ngo twubake urwacu buziraherezo niyaduhanze tuyihakurize
ndaje ishema ry'abatuma tutari gito nkaba watowe na rurema bucura bwa gihanga ndi ikiragano gishya rugira ise rushya rudashyashyanira kuramuka ngo ejo rwisange rwahemutse riruhashya ababisha rudaheranwa n'amateka wambariye gutabara ngo urwambyaye rutagaruzwa umuheto
turi imbaraga z'ejo hazaza turaterana intambwe icyizere turi urumuri turi bato bazira ikibi turi amaboko y'u Rwanda
twamizero y'ejo hazaza twamariye kuza ikivi cy'abakurambere turi urumuri rumurikira imisozi igihumbi
Generation 25 fighting together, stronger together. This is our time, this is our era. We are the future, nothing can stop us. Yele, yele. Yele, yele. We are the future. Yele, yele. Yele, yele. We are the future.
Défier du présent, ensemble nous sommes plus forts. Les défis sont nos passés, le passé fait partie de notre histoire et de notre force aujourd'hui et à jamais. We are the future.
No me dejes olvidar que en mi memoria te dará la verdad hasta la eternidad. Mi corazón guardará la memoria de todos aquí reunidos.
Yeah, Jump Bastard 25 was born with era of great talent you never seen before. Born out of the ashes the country has been through. Saluting all the heroes who fought for us in the war. God bless you for the peace, we never forget you. Now we're making a difference on everything we get on. Can't forget the past even though we choose to move on. Representing our country, flying high like an eagle. You know all we do is win, the victory is ours. Focus on the prize, there's no time for us to lose. I'm passing every second like we on a boat cruise. G25 for life, hashtag for the news.
Nous venons de différents horizons. Nous chérirons les histoires de nos aïeux. Together 1 million, strong 10,000, 1,100. We are G25, 25, fighting together, together. This is our time, this is our era. We are the future. Generation 25, fighting together, this is our time, this is our era. We are the future, nothing can stop. We are the future. We are the future. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We are the future. We are the future.
Wow, wow. What an amazing play. Woo! Last but not least, we're going to have the panel session. And remember, the theme is the role of young people in their journey to build a peaceful and prosperous nation. Our panelists are Grace Mugabe-Kazi, the advisor to the Minister of Youth, Mika Ndaisenga, a young Rwandan, Vanessa Uwase, the genocide survivor, Ange Hirwa, Aegis Trust representative, and Yannick Kamanzi, the co-director of the G25 play. Let's welcome our dear panelists and also Dani Rugamba, our moderator.
My eyes are tired from seeing so much pain. My heart yearns to be strong than before. To still be
Good evening, everyone. We're just waiting for one more panelist. I think he's having trouble coming from up there. But as we wait for him, I think we'll go ahead and start with the introduction. But first of all, I would like to thank Francine for the quick introduction she has given already. And also I would like to thank Mashirika for such a powerful and touching play. Allow me to give you a very brief introduction and description of everyone that I'm sitting here with. And this panel discussion is going to focus on the role of the youth in the fight against genocide ideology and also looking at the genocide prevention. And you know, so many times we've heard the narrative that the youth should take up the initiative, the youth should do something different. And this panel discussion is going to expose us to the truth and also to the practices of what the Generation 25 is doing to accomplish that, not simply to have us talk about it, but also to walk that talk. And from my right, I am going to be with Vanessa Uwase. And Vanessa Uwase she's the real life of Rosa, whom you have seen in the play. Next, we have the advisor to the Minister of Youth, Grace Mugabe Kazi. And we also have Ange Viviane Hirwa, who is a representative of Aegis Trust, and she's been working with the youth department. We also have Yannick Kamanzi, who is actually the co-director of this this production that we just witnessed. And I also have Mekanda Isenga, who was also part of the character. He was Didier in that story, and also he will share with us. He will give us a glimpse about his life and also the experience that he has had over the past 24 years. And this panel discussion will be mainly in English, but I'm going to mix the languages. I'm trying to cut off to both audiences. And I want to go first with the advisor to the Minister of Youth. This is a very youth-oriented space, and here some of them have questions about what the Ministry of Youth is doing, and you see that they have talents. They want to use their talent to tell stories about the past, and also to make sure that they are building onto unity and also peace. So the question that I would like to ask you is, how is the Ministry of Youth contributing to arts and also to different creative projects of young people to make sure that their voices are heard and also they're using their voices towards genocide prevention and building unity?
Good evening, everyone. First of all, I'd like to give a huge appreciation to the people who are behind Generation 25, Mashirika, the co-director who's seated here, and all the young people who played. That was an amazing and powerful play that we just witnessed. I think, first of all, it's lovely to see how the journey is evolving for Rwanda. It's 25 years past the genocide, a very tragic moment in our history. There's a lot to say about the genocide that was perpetrated against the Tutsi. And I think some of what we could say was already portrayed through the play. The fact that hate was perpetrated and taught, the fact that no one was born to hate, but people were taught to hate, and the pain that emerged from the genocide. This message that was portrayed here is powerful also because it speaks to the generation that we're in today. young people who've had to live with the consequences of the genocide and who carry different stories. I would like to, before I respond to the questions that Dani has raised, first say that despite our different backgrounds, no one carries the sins of their parents. And that's very important. What the country has given the young people is an opportunity to make their own choices. And let's make the choices to work together, to unite, and to build the Rwanda that we want. So what the Ministry of Youth is doing right now in terms of, I'll dissect the question. First of all, in terms of healing, unity, and reconciliation, as part of the government of Rwanda's program called Rwanda, we have a particular space for young people to get together every year. We call it Itorero Urunana Rw'Urungano. It's a very special form of Itorero where we bring together young people who have different backgrounds, young people who are trying to understand their past. I will try and describe some of them who get to take part. There are those who are survivors of the genocide. There are those who were born of parents who do not know who their fathers are because they were born out of rape. There are those who are children of perpetrators and do not know why their parents made those decisions. And then there are others who also have various backgrounds. And so we bring them together in one space and try to reconcile what the history is and give them the platform to talk about their personal experiences and walk together through or begin a journey of healing, of understanding who the next person who's seated with them, who they are and what they've experienced. And then of crafting together what they want for their future. That's the first bit of work that we're doing. Additional to that, you talked about the arts and creative space. And in 2018, the Ministry of Youth, in partnership with the Ministry of Sports and Culture, and in partnership with the First Lady's Foundation, Imbuto Foundation, launched a program called Art Rwanda, which went countrywide to identify artists and try to give them the platform to engage and demonstrate their work. Some of them, 70 of them, are currently undergoing incubation so that they can also get the opportunities to emerge as entrepreneurs in the art and creative space. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much, Chris, for shedding light on what the Ministry of Youth is doing. Hano nagira ngo gatoya nyuma yo kumva ibyo Minisiteri y'Urubyiruko igenda ifasha, uko igenda ifasha urungano cyangwa se abantu bakiri bato kugira ngo babashe gukoresha impano zabo mu kumenya amateka ya Jenoside ndetse no kugira ngo babashe no kubiganiraho neza. Nagira ngo noneho muri aka kanya twumve gato kuri Vanessa. Vanessa nk'umuntu warokotse Jenoside yakorewe Abatutsi, imyaka 25 ishobora kuba atari imyaka 25 yaroroshye kuri wowe. Nagira ngo utuganirizeho gatoya ku mpinduka yabaye mu buzima bwawe, mbese urugendo rw'imyaka 25 n'iki wabonye cyahindutse mu buzima bwawe, n'iki ubona ko iyo uhagaze ahangaha ukaba ubasha kubana natwe kandi ari ibintu dufata nk'agaciro cyane, n'iki mbese ubona ko cyaba cyarahindutse mu buzima bwawe?
Murakoze, ni byinshi cyane byahindutse. Ndebye mu bihe byashize nari mbayeho nabi, nari narabona famiye yanjye, nabagaho mu buzima numva yuko ndi njyenyine, nta muntu nkunda kuvugisha, nta muntu nisanzuraho. impunzi ariko ubu ngubu hari ibyo nabashije kuba muri sosiyete ndiga ngenda mba mu masosiyete atandukanye mba mu magurupe atandukanye y'abana bihurishije hamwe nkahora Rwanda nyibamo urumva twagiye twishyira hamwe turi abana b'imfubyi mbasha kwisanzura ubu ngubu hari byinshi byagiye bihinduka bitewe n'uko nanjye nagiye nitwara niyo mpamvu ngejeje iki gihe mwana gutya meze gutya ni byinshi cyane
ni ukuri ni byo kwishimira cyane uvuze ku bibazo tuvuga ko hari abantu benshi barokotse jenoside bagenda bagifite ibikomere bagenda babona ko nubwo hashize imyaka 25 nyamara 25 ntabwo bivuze ko ari igihe kirekire kuri benshi hari igihe bumva ko ari nk'ejo utubwiye ko uba hari ibigo ushobora kubamo cyangwa se abantu mushobora kuba mu bana baba bagufashije kumva ko utakiri wenyine kandi nibyo koko ntabwo ukiri wenyine kandi ni byiza ko uvuze hora Rwanda mbese nagira ngo noneho utubwire neza niba ufitemo hari inshingano ufite muri hora Rwanda cyangwa se nimufashanya mute kugira ngo n'abandi barokotse jenoside batumva ko batariyakira kugeza ubu ngubu bumve ko hari abantu barambuye amaboko biteguye kubana nabo.
nka hora Rwanda ni uwazanye igitekerezo ni umuntu ari mukuru gatonya kuri twebwe yumva yuko nyine yaraduhamagaye tukazaza kubona nyine uriyanditse nk'uko nko muri farije umuntu yiyandikaga ugatanga amakuru nawe nyine niko tumeze twagezemo dusanga twese turi abantu bamwe duhuje icyo kibazo then buri wese akagenda aganiza mugenzi we nibwo buri wese agenda yisanzura abasha kubohoka ku mutima kugira ngo yisanzure kuko hari benshi nyine bari muri ibyo ngibyo nyine batakibasha kwisanzura kuri bagenzi babo bakumva yuko nyine nk'abana nk'urubyiruko ukabona nyine ntabwo ari kwisanzura kuri bagenzi be twebwe tubasha kuvugana buri wese akabwira mugenzi we uko yabayeho tukajya kumusura tukajya gusura hari n'uwarokotse jenoside wamubohoje yaramufashe jenoside ni umumama n'umukecuru turagenda turamuhemba nk'urubyiruko ntabwo tuvuga nk'urubyiruko tuvuga nk'abavandimwe rero twishyira hamwe ntabwo nta muntu akiri wenyine dusigaye turi bamwe.
Thank you so much, Vanessa, for sharing your story. And she was talking about, after a journey of 25 years now, it has not been so easy for her, but the transformation that she has seen is how she has been able to connect with others and also to also play a role in her community. And it has been such an amazing experience because it has allowed her to see that she's no longer alone, and this has opened doors for other people who no longer have families to be with, also feel that now they have a family, now they have people that they can cry to, they have people who they can lean on their shoulders and tell them their issues. And in this moment, after listening to Vanessa and connecting it to her story that we saw in the play with the character Rosa, I want to go directly to the co-director of Generation 25. And the question that I would like to ask you is, you've had to research about the true events of the genocide against the Tutsi, look at the heartbreaking stories that have inspired you to come up with the play that you have just shared with us in a few moments ago. And my question to you is, how has that experience been to you, working, using your creativity, using art to amplify voices of genocide victims?
Thank you very much.
As you said, we had to research and understand these stories before we came to put them on stage and artistically amplify them. But one thing that kept driving us is that these stories are not alien stories. We are not learning about stories from people that are not us. These are our stories, and it is even mentioned in the performance. These are our stories. 25 years after the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi, an event that mostly all of the actors, didn't live, but grew up knowing about it from their parents, from the society, from school, from everything. 25 years was the right time for this generation to make a statement. A statement that is like, we understand. With our little minds, with our little heads, we understand what happened, even if we don't have the full picture, but our stories represent, a given puzzle that marks what happened. And not just that we understand that, we also want to contribute in living this today and building a tomorrow. So that is the main drive that had us into this, into digging into understanding these heartbreaking, as you mentioned. Because the thirst was there to understand where we came from. Because we cannot take a step forward without really understanding where we're coming from. We might think we're moving forward, yet we are just turning in the same circle. So we really had to understand exactly what happened, and we had to dig from our own experiences. The stories that you saw being portrayed here are just sample cases to represent all of us. And Rosa, Didier, Malaika, and everybody else that performed, the characters that performed here, were not speaking for themselves, not for their names, but for an entire generation. And you heard it, 10,000, 1,000, hundreds. And we are all here. These people seated here share this same story. And this is where we take that strength from. And the outside of it is just another mean of communication. Someone could have stood here and said a speech that would say everything that we just played. But we chose art because it is one thing that our generation can understand and can easily access to and can not just enjoy but learn from. I've never heard anybody singing a speech in their showers, but I've heard them singing songs. And I know that maybe tonight some of them will be singing Generation 25 because they listen to this and they'll take it home. And this was our way of packaging these stories, these gifts that we had and we've experienced, and to make them live bigger than our cast, to let the whole country experience it, to let the young people here experience it. And it was not an easy experience, but it was a worth it experience, I'd say.
Thank you so much, Yannick, for sharing that. And while we're still on the point of sharing our story and also counting every person in this young generation to play a role and to play part into transforming our country, I want to hear from Mecca. I think he was also part of the play as Didier. And Didier has been, from the cast member, tried to show how Didier has had struggle to grow up and also find his identity, find or feel that he belongs to a community. And that is based on the history of their family and also looking at how he wants to contribute, but also he doesn't see himself as a person who can help much. So I want to go to Mecca and try to understand his view. Sometimes when your parents or even when your family members have committed crimes in the genocide against the Tutsi, you feel shame, you feel regret, and you feel guilt that you shouldn't carry in the first place. And I want to hear from him, how has, in these past 25 years, it's kind of the similar question as Vanessa's, in these 25 years, how have you found, or how were you able to track your identity and say, this is the person that I am? Try to walk us in that journey.
Thank you very much. First of all, Yannick Kong's the play was very good. I think on my side, I always say that for our parents, it's very easy for them to say they have the side of perpetrators and they have the side of survivors. But for Generation 25, we do not have that because none of us survived, none of us committed genocide. We are all victims of stories that we did not contribute to. So, first of all, in my early stages of finding my identity, I always used to fall on my mom's side because my mom lost very many, on my mom's side, we lost very many people. And then after in 2013, when I met my father for the first time after 18 years, I asked him, why is it that you never come back to Rwanda? Because my father lives in Congo. Why is it that you never come back to Rwanda? He was like, in genocide, I was in charge of security in my area where we lived. Then that triggered my mind because I was like, how is it you were in charge of security and people were dying? And when I tried to find out more about my dad's family and the story relating to the genocide, I realized that during the 1994, one of my uncles lived with my parents. His daily activity during the genocide was to go out and kill people. Coming back home still in a house where there was my brother, who was very young, 8 years old, and there was my mom carrying me in the womb by that time. And he used to tell them that I'll take you guys as dessert. I don't know if that's the right word. That after when we are washing our guns, we're going to clean our guns using your blood. Now, so I used to feel that every time I fall on my mom's side as a victim, but then when the story of my dad came in my life, that was a confusion. Because I'm like, now if during the commemoration people like Vanessa would cry and I would feel like I'm the same, like I fall on her side, and then when she cries today, I'm like, yo, our family did bad. But I still remember that I have to cry too because I'm a victim. I'm a survivor. I have to cry. And then I have to regret because I'm a perpetrator. But I'm like, if I keep fighting these games, I'm not going to win at the end of the day. I have to really stand out and accept that I'm a victim as Vanessa. But then the difference that I will have to make is, how do I help Vanessa not to only cry, but to also stand out as a young Rwandan to go out and make a difference? So my identity, I left the part of being a survivor, the part of being a perpetrator, and stood out to be a victim who wants to bring about a change in the country. That's how I tried to.
Thank you so much, Mecca. That was very powerful. And I have a follow-up question. You mentioned a lot of things that you are doing. I don't know if you're doing this in a formal context or if it's just like a one-on-one thing where you approach a person and tell them, hey, we should fight against the genocide ideology, for example. Or I want to know, is there like a particular group or institution or anything that you're able to contribute or to share your efforts with other people?
First of all, coming here and sitting in front of all these people, it's one of the things that I decided to be doing every day. If someone asks me, hey, we have a function, would like you to come and share your story, I'm like, why not? I'll have to come and help someone. Because I'm very sure when I speak here, I'll help 5 people, and 5 people will help other 5 people. And at the end of the day, we are going to help everyone. And the other thing that I do, it's because sitting here and speaking in front of you all, it's not an easy task. You must be able to speak. So the other way, what I decided to do was to join I Debate Rwanda. It's a young organization that teaches debate in high school. where I volunteered to be a coach of debate and public speaking, but also I participated last year in what we call the Voices from Post-Genocide Generation Tour, where we visited the United States and more than 25 universities, teaching them about Rwanda, and it was very wonderful because you're meeting people who have never heard about Rwanda, so you decide not only to help in your country, but also try to see if you can reach out and help the world.
Thank you so much, Mecca. I think it's very evident that everyone here who is a survivor or who have a connected story to the genocide, what they have tried to do is they have worked together with others, which is very important. If you want to go far, you have to go with others. And this is something that they have practiced. It's something that is very evident in their own stories. So my other question will go to Ange Viviane. And Ange Viviane is part of Aegis Trust, which hopefully she's going to give it more context than I can. But it's an NGO that's helping people to learn about the genocide, to have a very formal understanding about the root causes of the genocide, and also to act out. And we have already seen that the genocide against the Tutsi happened, and Aegis Trust is in Rwanda. So what is Aegis Trust doing in Rwanda, and especially to the young generation?
Thank you. First of all, I'm really humbled and satisfied to see how young people embrace their talents and creativity to address issues around humanity, like in the play that we've just seen. That's a remarkable thing for our generation. Talking about Aegis and what we are doing to contribute to the prevention of the genocide, we mainly use different tools, but mainly the Kigali Genocide Memorial as a place of remembrance and learning. We have also over the years been developing peace and values education that is now incorporated into the national curriculum and it being taught in schools in different subjects from primary to secondary schools. We believe that the peace education values not only help young people to learn about the history of Rwanda, to promote and build social cohesion in the community, but also to develop peace, positive values. The key values we focus on is critical thinking, trust, empathy, and personal responsibility as young people. And we believe if you have those key values, you'll be able to recognize when there's hatred, you'll be able to recognize any sort of divisionism. And we believe those are the tools the youth of today need in order to prevent against the genocide. We have also been extending, and we recently initiated another program called the Champion of Humanity. This time we are involving the international community in our programs, borrowing the spirit of Ubumuntu of Rwandans, meaning humanity, greatness of heart. We have been trying to teach teach the word, or to help the word learn from the lessons of Rwanda. There is, reconciliation. There is forgiveness. There is compassion, and all these are the values that the community of Rwandans was able to adapt over the past years. In the contribution also to the youth, we try to engage young people in our programs. So after them doing the peace education values, there is they go back to their communities and do peace building projects. And those projects are with purpose to reconcile the their community, to bring back intergenerational dialogue that we call Kubakane, where young people meet older people and they discuss about, challenges in their community, tell them the truth, tell them their identity, not to build hatred, but to ask them to move, if we heard the story of Didier and Vanessa. So if those people are in the community, they're not supposed to hate each other. They're supposed to live together to build the Rwanda that we want. We have trained more than 8,000 young people across the country, and they have more than 350 projects around the country. Another methodology that we use as Aegis is memory preservation. Memory preservation means being able to keep the tools that shows that the genocide against Tutsi in Rwanda happened. Being able to put together the tools of learning, being able to put together testimonies, stories of hope, stories of resilience, stories of how people were able to forgive each other, stories of reconciliation. So far, on the 7th of this year, we have launched a digital platform where you can find all the materials that we use for learning. I will also encourage young people to visit the online Genocide Archive of Rwanda, where you can learn about the genocide. We need to equip ourselves with the knowledge of our shared story, but also we need these tools for us to be able to prevent genocide, not only in Rwanda, but across the world, but also to be able to fight against genocide denial.
Yes, thank you so much, Ange. But before we proceed, I would like to ask the audience to kindly keep quiet so we can listen to the panelists. Mbere yuko dukomeza nagira ngo nsabe abitabiriye ko mwakwihangana mugatuza kugira ngo twumve ibyo ikiganiro rusange kirimo kiragarukaho. Murakoze. Mugihe ndimo ndakomeza, Ange agerageje kutwereka ko Aegis Trust irimo yakora ibikorwa bitandukanye, yatangije gahunda nyinshi yaba ari mu mashuri ndetse naho tubona hari ibiganiro byinshi bitandukanye ubona Aegis Trust ifitemo uruhare runini kugira ngo itwereke amateka yacu, kugira ngo ikomeze mbese itwereke ko nta muntu wavutse yanga abandi, nta muntu wavutse ashaka kwica cyangwa se kugira icyo asenya, ahubwo ibyo byose tubigira muri sosiyete tubamo. Rero barimo bakoresha ibikorwa bitandukanye ndetse n'ikoranabuhanga kugira ngo babashe kwereka sosiyete nyarwanda ko dushobora gusenyera umugozi umwe, dushobora kubana, kandi ikiruta ikindi ko urubyiruko rushobora gufata iya mbere kugira ngo ibyo twifuza byose tubigereho. Yavuze n'ikindi kintu nshaka kugira ngo mbazeho Vanessa, yavuze ko hari ubuhamya bw'abarokotse jenoside yakorewe abatutsi bushobora kuboneka mu gihe ufite murandasi, ushobora gukoresha mudasobwa yawe ku buryo ubona ubwo buhamya, ukiga ku mateka y'u Rwanda ndetse n'ukuntu ushobora gukoresha ayo mateka kugira ngo nawe akwigishe ugire icyo ukora cyangwa se ugire icyo uhindura. Nashaka kubaza Vanessa, ubuhamya bwawe buri bumwe mu buhamya bakusanyije bagashyira ku mbuga zitandukanye. Ese kuri wowe iyo abantu nka Aegis Trust, ikigo nka Aegis Trust gifashe ubuhamya bw'abantu batandukanye barokotse jenoside kikabushyira cyangwa se kigatuma abandi bantu babubona, kuri wowe nkawe nk'umuntu ufite umwe mu batangabuhamya cyangwa se mu bantu batanze ubwo buhamya, ni iki wumva iyo ubitekereje kuri wowe, mbese wumva bimeze gute? Wumva Aegis Trust ibyo irimo irakora bifasha iki kuri wowe ndetse n'abandi?
Murakoze. Ikintu ubuhamya bwanjye wenda bumarira igihugu cyangwa bwamarira urubyiruko, nuko twese twaba bamwe, tukaba abanyarwanda, kuko nta wahisemo uko avuka twese twasanze kandi twese dusa ariko sinumva uburyo cy'abantu nyine bicanaga ariko ubu ngubu nk'urubyiruko muri iki gihe ndikumva twakwigira ku mateka kugira ngo ibyabaye ntibizagaruke kuko urubyiruko nirwo rufite imbaraga nibwo rufite ibitekerezo ni byiza kuko urubyiruko rugomba kwigira ku mateka y'abandi cyangwa amateka yabereye mu gihugu biranshimisha iyo numva wenda twese tugomba kuba bamwe ntabwo tuvuga ngo wanze umwana ngo iwabo barakwiciye ngo ntabwo mwasangira nawe ya twese ni kwa kundi kugarura ibyabaye tugomba kuba bamwe twigira ku mateka twese tukaba abanyarwanda
mbese wumva ari ngombwa ko amateka y'abantu barokotse jenoside cyangwa se abishe abantu muri jenoside yaba accessible abantu bose bakabasha kuyabona bakabasha kuyiga kandi bakabasha no kugira ngo bayakoreshe mu buryo bwo kugira ngo twubake amahoro.
Yego.
So I would like to direct this other question to Grace. And my question is, you have talked about different initiatives that the Ministry of Youth has. And I was wondering if there is, you see, it's a very digital generation. Everything that we do is mainly done on our phones, on our computers. So I was wondering if there is any program or any digital model that you have to help the youth to learn about the genocide and also to know if they can be contributive.
Thank you, Danny. Wenda nasubiza mu Kinyarwanda. Okay, murakoze. Ubajije ikibazo cyiza kijyanye no kuvuga se hari urubuga twaba twarashizeho cyangwa duteganya gushiraho rwafasha urubyiruko kwiga ku mateka. Nka ministeri twebwe dukorana n'izindi nzego ndetse n'abandi bafatanyabikorwa, so mbona nk'uru rubuga rwashizweho na Aegis Trust ari urubuga rwiza rwakoreshwa kugira ngo n'ubundi kuko babifitiye ubumenyi bwo gukusanya ayo makuru urubyiruko ruhereho. Ariko ngiye kuvuga ku kijyanye n'imbuga nkoranyambaga kuko imbuga nkoranyambaga ni imbuga zihuriraho n'abantu benshi by'umwihariko urubyiruko, kandi izo mbuga akaba ari ahantu ari twebwe nka Minisiteri y'Urubyiruko ari ndetse n'izindi nzego zitandukanye zibifite mu nshingano zigerageza gukoresha. Ngira ngo mwagiye mubibona ko guverinoma yose iri kuri internet, iri kuri Twitter, iri kuri Facebook se, kandi noneho tukagerageza gukoresha ari ubuhamya bw'abantu ndetse n'ibitekerezo by'urubyiruko bw'uyu munsi, ibitekerezo byubaka. Nkashaka no gukomoza ku kijyanye no kuvuga ngo izi mbuga nkoranyambaga ni ahantu heza ho kugira ngo twebwe nk'abanyarwanda dukomeze kubaka ya viziyo y'ibyo dushaka kugeraho, dukomeze kubaka ubumwe, tutazikoresha kugira ngo dusenye ubumwe bwacu, ahubwo tuzikoreshe kugira ngo twubakire hamwe, kandi tuzikoreshe kugira ngo duhakanye abagerageza gupfobya jenoside, kubera ko hariho ubu ngubu nyuma y'imyaka 25 hariho urugendo cyangwa se abarimo kugerageza kugira ngo bapfobye jenoside yakorewe Abatutsi bakoresha izi mbuga nk'uburyo urubyiruko rugeraho ruri gushakisha amakuru, ruri gushakisha kumenya se jenoside yabaye ite, yatewe ite, abibaza ibyo bibazo byose. Nkaba mbona rero ari ahantu heza kugira ngo n'abafite ubwo buhamya n'abafite ubwo bumenyi bagerageze kugira ngo bakomeze kwimakaza ukuri, kugira ngo dukomeze guha icyubahiro abazize jenoside. Murakoze.
Thank you so much, Grace. Grace was talking about the role of the youth, or how we can leverage social media as young people. Because on the social media platforms, you find genocide deniers, you find those who don't really understand the history of your country, or even those who just want to distort it. So our role as young people, and what she's encouraging us to do, is to take to the social media world and explain to people what really happened in Rwanda, and how we can also be a beacon of truth. We can show them this is what really happened, using the testimonies of genocide survivors, using different testimonies to equip them with pure knowledge of what Rwanda has been and what Rwanda is today. And so I want to wrap up this panel discussion. It's a very engaging conversation, and I think we should not stop, but I really, for the sake of time, we have to go on and put it to the end. So I would like to go around, starting from Mecca, and ask him the message that he has for the youth, the audience, the young audience, the people who are here. And the very same question applies to everyone here.
Okay, thank you very much. I think my message to the youth is that we are now entering in a new stage of changing our country. But then the message is be good. In everything you do, be good. Because what made our country go through what we went through in 1994 is because people who were there by that time were not too good. So the decisions that were made by that time, they were not good. Teachers who were there by that time, they were not good. Leaders who were there by that time, they were not good. So the way to make sure that genocide does not happen again is for us to be good in each and everything that we're doing. If you are a student, be good. If you are a class monitor, be good. If you are a brother to someone, just be the best you can be in what you're doing. Then the world is going to be good.
Thank you so much, Mecca. Over to you, Yannick.
Okay, so as a G25, one thing I would want to say right now, I've always asked myself, if I was given the platform, if every eye that I need to see me were looking at me, if every ear that I wanted to, wanted them to listen to me were listening, what would I be saying? And I think I have a message to the young people right now, and that message is, it is very hard in this time and period to remember and to commemorate alongside this country, where the country is really, growing, and a lot of things are happening at the same time. 7 days are not enough to understand everything that has been happening. 100 days cannot be enough. And there are times we ask ourselves, remembering, the word itself limits us, because logically speaking, you can't remember something that you didn't see. So how does a young person that was born after the 1994 genocide can remember? And I remember in the brainstorms that we were having while preparing this performance, we've identified that one good way that the young people can contribute into this commemoration period is not just remembering as referring to things that happened in the past, but rather remember, reconstruct, rebuild, re-strengthen, instead of just thinking of remembering as looking back in the past, also think of remembering as giving back the strength, this country, giving back, the unity, the love, sharing the goodness, as Mecca was saying, being good in what you do. Also, take responsibility. The passiveness is one thing that can kill this country if it happens again. So, take the initiative of doing something, not just remember, sit down and look back in the books, but remember, give back the country the power that it has lost, rebuild and reconstruct, and deconstruct the ideology on the other hand. Thank you very much.
The message I would give to young people is, if our country have lost a lot of people and a lot of strength. It is our duty to work and think and, do everything that we're doing extra hard for us not to go back, but, to move forward. I would also encourage you to visit the Kigali Genocide Memorial, pay tribute to the victims of the genocide against Tutsi, learn, have all the tools, all the knowledge we need to know for us to be able to not only help Rwanda, but also help the world. We are hearing different countries, who are developing hatred, where there are signs that genocide can happen in those places. So it is our duty. We've seen how far we have came and what we have used, so we need to help. We just don't have to be bystanders as most of the countries were during the genocide. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I would say, first of all, we must acknowledge that the 1994 genocide perpetrated against the Tutsi is part of our history as a nation, as a people. It's also part of the world's history because it's a real shame that the genocide perpetrated against the Tutsi in 1994 took place when the world had enough information, when they had access to Rwanda, but they did nothing, literally nothing, to stop it. And as part of our history, I think speaking to Generation 25, I must say that this is now your turn to take on the torch. It's your turn to take on the fight against the genocide. Understand how it was constructed, as Yannick said it. Understand how it was ingrained into people and how it happened. And then do our best to ensure that it doesn't happen again, that never again. Thank you very much.
Tugomba kwibuka kuko ari ibyacu. Tugomba kwibuka kuko ibyabaye ntabwo tugomba kubyibagirwa. Ni amateka. Ni amateka igihugu cyasigaranye ntabwo dushobora kubyibagirwa.
Thank you so much to each and every one of you. This has been a very short but insightful discussion. And I really want to congratulate the strength of Vanessa for being here and sharing with us her story, and also Mecca for being so open with us. And as we wrap up the discussion, maybe you have different takeaway points, but my main takeaway point is you don't simply, having a role is not enough, but you have to play your role. You have to play your part. You don't have to stand in all this peace we have, in all this security we have, and watch others as they build or construct or remember. You have also to be part of that team. You have also to make sure that your voice is heard in each and everything that you do. I would give you the moment for questions, but we are currently running out of time. So what I'm going to do is the panelists will be available shortly after this event. So maybe you can approach them, ask them the question that you feel should be really answered. Not just any question, just questions that you feel should be really answered. So thank you so much. Yes. Or you can even ask your questions on social media. Use your hashtag Generation25. They're going to answer anyway. Yes. So thank you so much. It's been real. It's been quite insightful. And thank you so much for being attentive.
ishema ry'abatumu tutari gito nkaba watowe na rurema bucura bwa gihanga ndi ruhashya ababishora udaheranwa n'amateka wambariye gutabara ngo urwambyaye rutagaruzwa umubiri ishema ry'abatumu tutari gito nkaba watowe na rurema bucura bwa gihanga ndi ruhashya ababishora udaheranwa n'amateka wambariye gutabara ngo urwambyaye rutagaruzwa umuheto
turi imbaraga z'ejo hazaza turaterana intambwe icyizere turi urumuri turi bato bazira ikibi turi amaboko y'u Rwanda
turanizero y'ejo hazaza twambariye kuza ikivi cy'abakurambere turi urumuri rumurikira imisozi igihumbi